This one mistake has brought down kings, destroyed friendships, ruined families, and turned brilliant people into lonely people. The frightening part is that almost nobody notices it while it's happening. It doesn't begin with anger. It doesn't begin with hatred. It begins with something that feels completely harmless. A small belief. A quiet voice that says, "I already know enough." That one thought has quietly ended more promising lives than failure ever could. Because the moment you believe there's nothing left to learn, you stop growing. You still go to work. You still earn money. You still smile. From the outside, your life looks exactly the same. But something inside you has stopped moving. You stop listening. You stop asking questions. Correction begins to feel like disrespect. Advice starts sounding like criticism. People who once spoke honestly around you begin to choose their words carefully. Eventually, they stop speaking at all. That's how pride works. It doesn't usually destroy your life overnight. It slowly removes every voice that could have saved you. Stay with me. Because by the end of this scroll, you'll understand why pride quietly destroys what years of hard work can build, and more importantly, how to recognize it before it begins to shape your own life. Welcome to the Wisdom Scroll, where ancient wisdom meets everyday life, and timeless truths help us live with greater purpose. Now, let me tell you a story. Long before there were skyscrapers, highways, or machines that could build in a single day, there lived a master craftsman whose name was known across the kingdom. He worked with wood. But to call him a carpenter would have been an insult. He was an artist. People traveled for days just to watch him work. A simple block of timber became a masterpiece in his hands. Every chair felt perfectly balanced. Every table looked like it had grown naturally from the tree itself. Doors he carved became family treasures, passed from one generation to another. Even the king's palace carried pieces crafted by his hands. Visitors often stood in silence, running their fingers across the smooth carvings, wondering how one man could create something so beautiful. But the remarkable thing wasn't his talent. It was his attitude. Whenever someone praised his work, he would smile and say, "I've only learned to listen to the wood. Every piece teaches me something different." The older craftsmen admired him. The younger ones followed him everywhere. His workshop became more than a place where furniture was made. It became a school. Every morning before sunrise, apprentices swept the floors, sharpened the tools, arranged fresh timber, and waited for him to arrive. He never walked in like a man who owned the place. He greeted everyone by name. He asked about their families. If someone made a mistake, he never shouted. Instead, he would hand them the tool back and say, "Try again. The wood is patient. You should be too." Those words became famous. People repeated them across the kingdom. Parents taught them to their children. Young craftsmen carved them into their workbenches. Years passed. His reputation continued to grow. Kings invited him to design royal halls. Merchants competed for his attention. Noble families waited months just for the chance to place an order. Gold filled his workshop. Respect followed him wherever he went. At first, nothing changed. He still arrived before everyone else. He still worked with his own hands. He still encouraged his students to ask questions. But success has a strange way of testing people. Failure humbles you immediately. Success whispers. It tells you that maybe, just maybe, you're different. It tells you that perhaps you've already reached the top. The whispers were small at first. Whenever visitors praised him, they no longer admired only his work. They admired him. The greatest craftsman alive. The wisest builder in the kingdom. No one understands wood like you. You've mastered the art. He laughed the first few times. Then he smiled. Eventually, he stopped correcting them. Weeks turned into months. Months became years. Without realizing it, he began speaking more and listening less. One morning, a young apprentice studied a large piece of cedar resting on the workshop table. He walked slowly around it before speaking. "Master," he said politely, "there's a hidden crack running through the center. If we carve from this side, the chair may split after a few months." The workshop became quiet. The older apprentices looked at the master. Normally, he would inspect the timber himself. Normally, he would thank the student for paying attention. But this time, he barely looked up. "I've worked with wood longer than you've been alive," he replied calmly. "It will be fine." The apprentice lowered his head. "Yes, master." No one spoke again. The chair was completed 2 days later. It was magnificent. The carvings were flawless. The polish reflected sunlight like glass. When the customer arrived, everyone admired it. The master smiled with quiet satisfaction. 3 weeks later, the chair came back. The hidden crack had spread exactly as the apprentice had warned. The customer wasn't angry. He simply asked for it to be repaired. The apprentices waited to see what their master would say. He examined the broken chair. He saw the crack. He remembered the warning. For a brief moment, he almost admitted he had been wrong. But pride rarely lets go that easily. Instead, he quietly blamed the timber. The wood was weak. The apprentice said nothing. Neither did anyone else. And that was the day the workshop changed. Not because a chair broke, but because everyone learned a dangerous lesson. The master no longer wanted the truth. He only wanted agreement. From that day forward, fewer ideas were shared. Fewer questions were asked. The apprentices still respected him, but they no longer felt safe correcting him. And the greatest loss wasn't his reputation. It was the voices that could have made him even greater. The most dangerous thing about pride isn't that it makes you think you're better than everyone else. It's that it slowly convinces everyone else. There's no point speaking honestly to you anymore.